All right, so hey all you crafty people. I'm sorry it takes me so long right there at the beginning. I gotta get everything situated. Okay, so we have done page 1, page 2, and page 3. I figured out what I want to do with page 4. However, I need to have more scraps. So I'm going to put page 4 on hold right now. All right, so we were going to come back to page 4. So the next one is the one where we've got the 2 flaps here and then our page. Okay, so I've changed my mind on the 2 flaps here, and I want to bring this flap around front. So there's a little more interest here on the front page, and I can still do some fun things on this page. And then, you know, we'll do whatever we're going to do on those. But, so for right here, I'm going to take, let's see, where's the rest of our black here? Just look at your pieces that you have available. So I'm going to want to, this has got a full inch of stretch. Now I'm not going to do the full inch, but I am going to give myself a 1/2 inch. Let's go ahead and bring the scoreboard in. Come here. Okay. So, I am going to go ahead and do a 1/2 inch, and that's for the flap to glue it down. And then I think I'm going to give myself a 1/4 inch gusset on this side, just so I'm not meeting a flat piece with, which is what would have happened over here, and I just didn't like that idea. So let's go ahead and get our folds in. Burnish. And today, I know you guys won't see this today, but today is Mother's Day. And I did put on my Facebook, Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful time. I'm in my craft room doing my thing because I can. Because my family, my husband and son are over. Well, of course, my husband's always here. But my son is over. And they said, you do whatever I want. Whatever you want. And I said, well, I'd love to go craft. And they said, go for it. Yay! So, I'm just wondering now if I think I'm going to make this more of a accordion as well. So I am going to score right down the center of my 2 score lines and make it a tiny accordion. Tiny accordion fold. So there's that little 1/8 inch. So it will split up to a 1/2 inch. Sorry, a 1/4 inch. It will open all the way up to that. But this gives us a little bit of an accordion. Yeah. So it's a little bit of an accordion. Excuse me. There, you can kind of see it there. Okay. So let's give this another little burnish on all of them. And I'm going to go ahead. I think we can get rid of this now. And I think, because I have plenty of room here, I think I'm going to do another one of these. I want to try and do at least one on each one of the, whether it's even just a tag, and I might do my tags like this as well. But if I were to cut that, No, I won't be able to do that because if you move this so you can see your remainder here, and if it gets pulled any, if I put this right at the tip of the paper, it would cut off with only about 1/4 of an inch left, and that's just not enough. So I won't be doing that. There we go. Okay. And if you guys are wondering what it is that I have a piece of the the magnet sheet, and I cut off just a rectangle piece. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches long and then just wide enough to be on my border of my wood here, and I can stick my dies to it so I don't get them lost. Great idea. I can't remember who I saw did do that or suggest that, but fantastic idea. I love it. Love it. Okay, so maybe we'll just do the little twisty thing for this one. So we'll need some brads, and I'll have my little washers for the spacers, and let's see, and then I'll need some rounds. I could use some stamps. How fun would that be? I got a couple of stamps here, and I can put them up on black. There's one and there's one. Let's see. That one you can't actually see the bird very well. This one you can. Let's see what else I got. I think Bird Watcher. Okay, I think I'll use those two. Or I could use these two. I don't know. I'm going to put these on the side and see which ones I like better with the paper, because that might make a difference too. I don't know if there's something in here I might like to use. Let's see. No, not really. The only thing they do have, they both have the exact same saying on them, so that, you know, that would be kind of no. Oh, my husband and son took me out for brunch, and that was lovely. So we're having a great day. Okay, so what we're going to do is now going to go ahead, get my glues down here. We're going to go ahead and glue this down. And I think I have a phone call, so I think I'm going to have to put you guys on hold for just a few moments, all right? I love you all. I'm sure all of you are getting nice phone calls today, too. Okay. So, I'll talk to y'all in just a minute. Bye.
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay, we are back. I still said okay. Well, okay, yes, I need to cut off both of these edges here. There's that one. This is Bird Watcher. You know, I think I might. Bird Watcher Collection, Beautiful Morning, and Bird Watcher. I think I might use those. Those are cute. So I'm going to stick those in here. And I got plenty. I know I threw some away, but I can dig them up if I need to. I haven't thrown that away yet. A little sip. Sorry. Okay. So that was my daughter and grandson calling. So lovely. Okay, so that is that part, and then I'm going to get, I think, 2 black papers. All right. And first thing I'm going to do, let's see. If I cut this at 6, I will get 4 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to cut the 2 of them, and I'm going to cut over 6 1/4. All right, so let's measure over at 6 1/4 and give it a cut. I'm going to put this with our black paper here. And now we're going to cut, I think you'll get 2, and I've got 2 pages, so I'll get 4, which is all I need. No, I need 5. I'm going to cut 4 1/4. So we're going to do 4 1/4. Oops. It should have been 6 3/4. Yay! Yeah, dummy me. Okay, so this is actually 6 3/4. So I'm going to cut it over 4 1/4, and I will have 2. These I will save for tags. So I'm going to do this again with 2 more sheets so that we can do it correctly. Going through these black sheets pretty quick. Okay, so I will get a 5th one from here because we do need 5, and this is going to give us 4 doing it this way. So I'm going to cut over 6 3/4 because I have to have. Is that the side I want it on? No, it's not. Yes, it is. Okay, 6 3/4. Woo! I tell ya, I am having a time. 6 3/4. Try this again, people. See, and these will come in handy because they'll make great pockets. Structure strips. We're going to have structure strips for our boxes. So don't throw any of that stuff away. So now we have 6 3/4. And now we're going to measure over 4 1/4 and cut. 4 1/4. There. 4 1/4. All right, and then this will go with the black paper. And then I'm going to cut one of these, and I'm going to leave one of them the larger size, because you never know when you're going to need that larger size. Oops. And I'm going to double check that I am at 6 3/4. Cut off a smidge, and then 4 1/4. Alrighty then. Okay. One more piece in there. Alright, so now we're getting our little scoreboard out. And on each one of these with the 6 3/4 side along, you're going to go at a 1/2 inch. And I don't mind this one so much. This is very fine, and it makes a nice line to fold on. I find the finer the line, the better the fold is, because there's less roll. All right, so let's go ahead and fold these. Make sure you're getting them nice and straight, or they don't end up lining up right. That one's nice. Okay. All right. So now I think the first thing I want to do across here before I do anything else is I have these strips that I've made for us to have the strip across. Alright, so we're going to, and I think this is the one that I cut that's a little on the crooked side. It's not much. Yep, that's the same. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go from edge to edge, staying off the score lines. I wish I could just take my scissor and cut these, but you know me and straight. We are not friends. Now, is this one going to work down here? No, it's just a little shorter down here. So, leave this one up here. Get this one. Let's see, let's do this way. And okay. Left a little mark still on that one. All right, so there's those two. And we're going to try and make sure that we ink everything today. I didn't do such a great job yesterday, or not yesterday, day before yesterday. I wasn't in the craft room much yesterday. Wah, but making up for it today. All right. There we go. That nice black edge we like. There. And then up here. Ah! Remember, I've got these just at 3/8, just so that the paper will go a little further than cutting it a 1/2 inch. Let me get this a little closer to me so I can see what I'm doing. All right. Okay. So now, right here in front of me, little face. So now I'm wanting to take these that we just cut out, and I'm going to look at a ruler really quick here. So if I do right there. And I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I move it up a little bit, right there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to draw a line so I know that, of course, that's on the wrong side, but I can work it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave a little bit of that blue showing right up top. Make sure we're staying out of the fold line. And there we go. All right. So there's number 1. No. I'm just going to do a strip here and then whatever's left over here. That's what we'll do. Okay, and then we're just going to butt it right up against. Okay. Let's see. And I'm not going to cover these all with paper. Make sure that they're straight with each other. And they're off that way, but when they're laying down here, they are straight. So you figure that one out. It's because it's not folded straight, I guess. See, sometimes you get a roll in that fold, and it makes a difference. But they are lined up here, which is what I think when they're open, people tend to notice less, especially if they're not crafters. People that put these things together would probably notice, but also know that it's pretty hard to have them lined up both directions. So don't be super hard on yourself. And what it is that the fold is not absolutely perfectly straight. And that's why it doesn't line up. Now that one lines up. So this one here was just not folded correctly. Just not. Okay. That's butted up against there. Okay. It will work just fine. So now it just kind of dawned on me that I didn't really explain to you what I was doing when I was having the ruler here. There we go. So I will go over that with you real quick. Okay, so what I was doing, let me get the ruler that is easier to see. So what I was doing was going from where I knew my top was going to be. Maybe if I put some white paper underneath this, you'll be able to see it better. Let's see, a long strip. Okay. Okay. So there, it's along the whole thing. So I knew, let me get you in closer for this. Okay, so I knew I wanted my paper to be even on the top and the bottom, or as close to even as I could. So I first started out to see if I went just above or just below the strips that I put in. And I know that folded, these are 6 1/4. So I went down to 6 1/4 on my ruler. And then I added a 1/2 inch. And that would give me another sheet, another one of these. And then another 1/2 inch would give me another one. So there is the original one, 2 and 3, and 4, which brought me past the edge. So I said, okay, I won't be able to get them inside. If I cut off a little bit of the bottom one, I would have been able to, but then it would have, you know, it wouldn't have looked so nice with the strips along the bottom. So then I just decided, okay, so if I go up and down, see, I know my, I just kind of left a little bit on each end, did 6 1/4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So then I played with, it's 8 1/4 is what all of them would be with having 5 sheets. So then I just played with where I could put those to get them even. And I drew my line. And this is where I have, so that they're going to be somewhat even. I could have gone down a little lower, but they're going to be somewhat even. So I hope that makes sense to you. And then here's the 5th one. And you see, I did not leave that long enough. So I could have left this one, moved this one down just a smidge, and I would have been able to have them really equal. But it's okay. It's okay. It's handmade, and it's not going to be perfect. We can strive for perfection knowing that it's okay when we don't achieve it. We may achieve it, and there are those times that things just work out absolutely perfectly. And you just have to really celebrate those because they don't happen very often. But that's okay. That's what handmade is all about. There's not a machine, and even the machines make mistakes. Come on now, I want... Yeah, see, the biggest thing is just making sure that these are straight up and down this way. I have this one is a little bit left, a little bit more left than a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to have to take that into account. I don't know why, but I'm going to have to take that into account when I'm cutting the strips that I'm going to put on here. Okay, so there we have another little waterfall with 5 waterfalls, and you'll be able to put pictures on the front and the back. And then we're going to put something here, and I could do a little pocket, and then I'm going to put something here, and I think I'll make a bookmark that can then be used in the journal if they'd like. I think that might be a nice idea. And then these are going to be closed up. And have the tie. There we go. Yeah, and that puts that in good use. That puts that to good use. Most definitely. Okay. So, we'll also have the insides, which I think for the insides of these, I'm going to save and use scraps. But I'm pretty sure I know what I want on the outside. But we are going to use these all the way inside and out. Now, if you don't like using these for that, since you'll be doing scraps, you'll be able to cut sections that you can definitely use. You know, you can definitely use all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. That's not going to be long enough for that, but it's probably long enough for this section. Let me get this over here so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing. So, another little cut here. And I'm not positive that I'm going to be doing this like I did on the other one. I just don't know. I'll have to see how much I'm having left of the other sheet. Let's see, is this going to work up here as well? Away. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 of these. Scissors, right here. There we go. Save that little piece. You never know when you're going to need it. Okay. No. Oh, no. Did I just cut the wrong? I think I just cut my long one. Well, shootsy pootsy. I think I just cut my long one instead of the other short one. I'm going to piecemeal that sucker together. Not wasting it. And then this one is exactly the same. So, and they're both wrong. So what did I do? I didn't cut it. I didn't cut it at all. Okay. I do not know what is happening right here now. But we're going to get it right. There we go. There we go. All right. So those are the sides. All right. Let's go ahead and put this down before I lose the little piece. And where are we at? We're at 25. And this one's going to take a little while. And then this. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is, you've seen, I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. And get these all done, and I'm also going to cut them and glue them for the fronts here. And then once I do that, I will come back and we'll work on more. All right? Back in a sec.